What's up? What's up? Good morning. Who's out there? You guys hear me okay? I'm setting up this new mic, so I just want to make sure you can hear me all right. What's up, guys? What's up? Can you hear me okay? Busy morning. I've been already on calls, trying to get work done. Just typical stuff. I'm sure you guys are doing the same thing, just hustling every day, right? Hustling every day. Yeah, and you guys know that the premise of this is not to talk about trading, day trading crypto. So I keep hearing that this channel is not about day trading crypto. It's about economics. It's about mentorship. It's about, trying to learn from mistakes. It's about us sharing and kind of asking questions, being interactive. I'm spending, an hour or two a day just with you guys. So hopefully it's meaningful. I'm trying to find my Wall Street Journal app. I don't know why I'm having trouble with that this morning. But again, mic check. Everything good? Loud and clear. Good. All right. So let's jump into this. First of all, it looks like on Twitter, if you spell my name, Jason, Jason, Williams, but you switch the L's for capital I's, you can clone my account perfectly. So please watch out for people on Twitter that are cloning my account perfectly. It looks like Jason Williams at J Williams, FSTMED. I think that's my Twitter handle. But I'm not in a DM. I'm not soliciting people for investments. There's no time I'm going to ask you for Bitcoin. I'm not going to try to get you to send me crypto for some idea. None of that's happening. I just don't do that. I don't trade crypto. The only time I raise money is for our fund. So there's no active solicitation on Twitter. And the only thing that I have no sponsors. That's another thing, guys. I really I don't want to do that. So I want this channel to be kind of underground. It's us. I'm not being paid to shill things. I'm going to disclose to you when I'm in an investment. Those are things that I appreciate when I'm listening to a podcast. I don't necessarily like to hear, about someone hawking, spirulina or algae, or because they're sending them free algae. It's just it's like useless to me. I want to know if you're taking a supplement and it's helpful, then share it with me. I think that's cool. So the coin collector, good morning. Hey man, I'm still working on MGTI. I can't remember the mining company that you were asking me about. I think it's MGTI. The guy Steve is under a strict NDA, so he can't come on the show and talk about what went down. But that, that's all I know. I did talk to him. I see him at the gym when there used to be people working out. So, Hugh Mayer, light this candle. Hey man, I showed you guys my, week TA, but it was like, you just saw this like descending triangle and then you followed it up from the bottom, and it like something had to happen at or around the 22nd. Like if I'm seeing it, you all should see it. And look, it's the 21st and we got, giant green candle. Is that coinciding with the fact that gold's at an all-time high? The NASDAQ is ripping. I mean, everything is ripping. It seems to all be kind of up. So, we'll probably touch on that a little bit more. What's up, Luke Ashton? Francisco Espinoza. Yeah, we're loaded up here. I appreciate this, guys. Morning. WL, what's good? Hugh Meyer. Hey, Ryan. How's Poland? A student of life. Let's get it. Dis7. Ant, be careful if you're driving and listening to this. A lot of you guys have been asking me to rip rip the audio to Apple or something, and I'm working on it. You know, I got a huge team here at Going Parabolic, and they've got their hands full with everything we do here. So let's see. So anyway, let's get started a little bit. It looks like Coca-Cola sales fall 28% with fewer products sold at bars and restaurants. I mean, I heard Chamath actually talk about this, and I love the way he framed, while we were in the depths of the kind of the pandemic and the shutdown of retail and businesses, small businesses, devastating, wiping out jobs. And he started to like trace the money. So when you shut down the restaurant, yeah, it hurts that small business, but how does it affect downrange? Like what happens to Coca-Cola eventually? Because, you know, if you're not using those soda machines, you're not buying liquor, you're not buying food, you're not using point of sale services. People aren't getting paychecks, people aren't shopping. So as you start to trace all of those different like economic dominoes, you eventually get to Coca-Cola, and, you know, shocker, their sales are down 28%. Elon Musk, Tesla, fourth straight profitable quarter. A positive second quarter earnings report for Tesla would mark the first time the 17-year-old company has generated 4 consecutive quarters of profit and would qualify it for consideration in the S&P 500. You know, short Tesla at your own risk. You know, I've openly said to my partners and to people around me, like, shorting Tesla is like shorting humanity. I'm rooting for Elon Musk. I love what Max Kaiser said, that Elon Musk makes meme companies and he's like the meme king. I didn't even understand what Max was talking about at first. But it's so true. It's like Tesla's not even a car company. It's like a feeling. It's like a movement. It's so much more. And I think the people that drive Teslas are like, they have Tesla tattoos on their neck and stuff. It's wild. So that's not a company I would necessarily bet against. And I think Pomp interviewed some lady, I can't remember her name. You guys may have seen you may have seen this when Tesla was like at 800. Tesla's going to 2,000. And she's probably right. I mean, Tesla's probably sitting at 1680 or 1600 or something like that. It's like crazy, like absolutely wild. So Apple's up, everything's up. Stocks only go up. Stocks only go up. You know, I look at what I got, man. This is like, if you're a professional investor like I am, you know, you got to make sure that you have this. I'm ready when I get back in the office. I got my DDTG Silicon Valley uniform ready to go. You know, when I get back, I'm gonna cut my hair, but I'm ready, son. I mean, I'm all ready. Look at this thing. This is straight fire. Thanks, Barstools, for sending me the gear. I don't own Barstools, don't own Penn stock, but I do own this beautiful, beautiful Silicon Valley DDTG setup. I'm looking fresh. That you may be, but don't throw it all away. What's up, Donald McLam, my surf partner? Yo, Bitcoin. We don't trade altcoins. I'm not a day trader. We don't trade. We don't day trade crypto on this channel. Bro, coin collector, I hope someone didn't say to you, someone asked you to send me 20 Bitcoin. Don't do it. And from the first time that I saw you, I knew that you may be. So don't throw it all away. I don't want to be the one. Okay, so let's keep going here. Appreciate all of you stopping in. If you like the channel, hit the like, subscribe. Trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. Keep this thing growing. I want to have this channel bigger than Pomp's. so I can be the king of YouTube. It just makes sense. The king of YouTube. That's me. Chris Bird, what up? What up? Chris in Charlotte. Very cool. Joel Surter, thanks for these videos, bro. Bit off topic. Any recommendations on crypto payment app for daily payments? Crypto payment app. Let's see. Are you talking about something to make payments or something to DCA into positions? Just hit me up in the chat, Joel, and I'll try to answer your question. What's that? All right, JJ, it's going to be a melt up instead of a meltdown, guys. If you haven't heard my interviews with Bitcoin Tina, look, Tina gives me a lot of shit. Tina's no joke, and Tina probably's given me one compliment the whole time I've known Tina. Like I really have a lot of respect for them. I interview people who don't agree with me. I go to lunch and have coffee with people who troll me because I'm not interested in staying in my echo chamber. I want to know why people have beef with me or don't like the investments I have. And Tina kept hitting me with your investment thesis and all the things that you invest in are skeuomorphic design. And if you don't know what skeuomorphism is, go look it up. It's like putting reins that you'd have on a horse on a car, right? You already evolved away from a horse. You don't need to put horse reins on a car. And Tina was saying to me, a lot of your investments, Jason, are skeuomorphism. You're investing in legacy financial systems in your current portfolio, and all of those are going to get blown out. So I got on the phone with him. We were DMing, talking, and I really enjoyed Tina. Tina's very smart. I don't want to dox him in any way, but the dude is no joke. He's older and he's got the wisdom and the battle scars. So I like listening to older people sometimes. You know, they just got the experience, man. That's how you do it. Let's see. Francisco Espinoza, what are you putting your money in today? Using stocks similar to altcoins? No, I don't have any exposure in the stock market. So I have my portfolio is probably 50% plus venture. So illiquid in venture. I've got a bunch of real estate. I've got a stable coin position, which I think is really important. Like I think people are sleeping on stable coins. So that's why I went down the DeFi rabbit hole. You know, I think yield farming is still early and dangerous simply because there may be issues with the smart contracts. You've got to be careful. But I like putting these stranded assets, fiat, which is subjected to all kinds of inflation and effery, in stable coins and collecting interest on it that outpaces very conservative portfolios in a normal market. Right now, you know, we're melting up a bit, but yeah. And then I have Bitcoin, you know, that's about it. So let's see. Ivan Litwinenko, you get any glass on your Scar Heavy yet? I did actually. I bought a Vortex scope, and it's really nice. Internal optics. I love it. And apparently it'll deal with the Scar Heavy. That Scar Heavy that I have absolutely destroys optics. So if you read about it, the downside on the weapon is it just eats up optics because of its recoil. But thanks for the question. That's right, Ivan. I got the Vortex scope. Maybe I'll show it to you guys sometime. I think my wife has it right now. Tony Torch checking in Palm Springs. Good to hear from you. Hernan Ortiz, good to see you, man. What up? What up? Don't get scammed out there, guys. A lot of people out there trolling. So I don't have a blue check. Just is what it is. Ivan, Tina probably doesn't have to take any risks. I'm trying to make as much Bitcoin as possible in the next 18 months. Look, I love what Bitcoin's doing. I'm hugely bullish, and we'll see. We'll see how this all goes. So Next thing I wanted to talk about was LinkedIn. LinkedIn is laying off about 6% of its workforce right now. Maybe a casualty of this COVID thing. I don't know if you guys read about it, but LinkedIn will lay off about 960 workers across the company's global sales and talent acquisition organizations as it grapples with falling demand for recruitment due to COVID-19 pandemic. Again, as we come out of this pandemic, whenever we do, we're still kind of impaired here in North Carolina. You're seeing the fallout, and it's affecting companies, but it's not affecting the stock market, which is incredible and something that it defies logic. Even I don't want to get caught up in that. So here you go. This in Business and Tech in the Wall Street Journal, with indoor dining upended, some restaurants call it quits. So a Chicago restaurant's demise illustrates a growing challenge facing U.S. eateries as government aid runs out and breaks from the landlords and suppliers come due. At the same time, coronavirus cases are rising. So we had this economic shot in the arm during the pandemic, forced closure, and now there's a big change. You can't go inside of a restaurant. I ate out for the first time on Saturday night, and it was a nice experience, but we were sitting at a table. There was no one 10 feet from us at another table. It was a really bizarre experience. We were even socially distanced at the table, and we had masks on when we came in the restaurant. We took our masks off to have dinner. I don't see how a business can survive without table turn, drinking, and it just was very slow. And it's not viable. I own restaurants, and I'm scared to death. I'm scared to death because not only do I own the restaurants, I own the buildings the restaurant's in. So when the business fails, then I lose rental income. And then, if I had more leverage on the building, now I've got issues at the bank. I mean, come on, stock market's only going up. But it's defying logic. This doesn't make any sense. Beware. Watch out. This doesn't make any sense. Where's the buck going to hit? They just print more bucks, I guess, but not making any sense. Battle over Uber drivers' employment status in Europe for our friends overseas. I thought Europe was banned in a lot of big cities in Europe, but sounds like there's a legal development in Europe this week. They're putting a renewed focus on Uber's global battle over employment status of its drivers. I don't know about employment law in Europe, but I do know here in the United States, they tried to make these guys 1099 employees. For you who don't know what a 1099 is, it's where I just pay you an hourly rate and you're responsible for your taxes. There are very strict laws from the IRS or rules that you have to follow to get that 1099 status to be correct. And I'm sure it was a game to Uber's advantage and leaving the driver short, which is not fair. John Wedge, hello from Japan. Good to hear from you, man. Good to hear from you. Ivan Litvinenko, Tina probably, we already talked about that. 213 Lou for you. Morning, bro. Do you collect liquor? I own a brewery, and but it's more of a hobby. It's a big brewery, and we have some good distribution, and we can for other microbrews here in North Carolina. It's not a moneymaker for me. If I had the opportunity to divest myself from that, I would take my money out of it. I'm not a big drinker either, so it's not like something I go hang out. I don't even go to a pub to watch football anymore because I don't enjoy it. Like I really feel like my soul is being crushed when Manchester United plays bad or they're losing. It's like I'm on the field, which is pretty stupid, but I'm sure you guys feel the same way if you love sports and your team's getting crushed like mine did in the FA Cup semi against Chelsea. I mean, that was not fun. The strategy was wrong. The players felt like a different team, and I was in no mood to drink at a pub, let alone have someone banter me because they may catch hands. So it's not safe. So I don't invest in liquor. I don't really drink it, and I don't. I wish I didn't invest in what I did. Money printer go burr. Totally agree. Chris Bird, this market makes no sense. If we get a solid COVID vaccine candidate, this market will go even higher. Will this artificial bubble ever burst? I think if you look at election cycles, you'll probably see, and I haven't done research on this, I'm just riffing right now. But if you go through election cycles, I guarantee you'll see, not guarantee, but I'm highly confident you'll see that market goes up before election because the president, the president, seated president just wants that. He wants that in place so he can protect his position. I mean, I just think that's like strategy play number one. Market go up so I can banter my opponents with economic prosperity for all, right? Oil prices down, gas prices down, stock market up, and the rest of the stuff, just eat my opponent's lunch. Cause no other garden is so special like this. Oh, black roses is in my garden. Black roses, I've got to water it. My garden is so nice. Something special. Jeff Ross, buy the vaccine, rumors sell the news. Yeah, exactly. History doesn't repeat, but it often rhymes, right, buddy? Sure. I've got to stay and take good care after closes. One other thing I was really interested, check it out in the Wall Street Journal. It was about Disney reopening. Like Florida's COVID cases were spiking. Disney's like, we have to reopen. I'm sure it had to do with economics because it didn't make sense. I mean, who in the hell wants to go to Disney? It's 1 billion degrees outside, humid, and everyone's in masks and waiting in line with COVID. I'm sure that for the first time in a long time, Disney's finances aren't looking good. So COVID rewrites the Disney playbook. The company's strategy of connecting stories across movies, toys, theme parks, and TV has made Disney especially vulnerable to disruptions of the pandemic. Executives are scrambling to address what is looking to be a prolonged crisis, forcing a realignment of priorities. I don't know how their Disney channel is doing. It was supposed to eviscerate Netflix, but I think Netflix had record numbers again. I'm sure Disney stock is going up illogically as all of these things that you can see if you just spend some time, like the dominoes are dropping. Like, I just don't get how this stuff is going up. Don't be fooled. Eventually someone's going to get caught holding the bag, and I hope it's not you. So, all right. So listen, let's spend just a little bit of time answering some questions, and then we'll get after it today. And I again, hit the like. We're here to not talk about day trading crypto. It's not what we do. I'm here to just share my experience, and hopefully you don't make some of the same mistakes I have in my life. So Ivan likes the Vortex optics. Very cool. That's really cool. How relevant is LinkedIn these days? Andre, I agree with you. I think actually crypto Twitter is everything LinkedIn wants to be. I mean, if your DMs are open on Twitter, I think that's the most highly collaborative kind of environment. I don't even use LinkedIn. I think I have a LinkedIn, but it's not something that I maintain. I think one of my operations officers actually populates it and keeps it somewhat refreshed. But I think I even have a notice on it that I don't read my DMs on LinkedIn at all, simply to manage information flow. And this may be a strategy you guys use. I turn off a lot of the read receipts. I don't answer my phone ever. I don't have voicemail. I use my DMs in Twitter. I leave that open, but I get it. I get a lot of garbage there, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to call me on the phone, you don't know me. Yeah, I take text. But yeah, I don't. I have no real use for a telephone call. I don't know if you guys use the phone anymore. I mean, I just feel like it's useless. I mean, telephone call. I just don't use it. So, um, money printer. I know it's crazy. Ryan Savage, unrelated question. Is that an Aura ring? Do you find the information it provides helpful? Thanks for the podcast. This is an Aura ring. If you guys don't know what Aura is, this is the brand. I actually love it. So one of the things that I'm doing right now is I'm participating in, and I'll pull it up and show you guys the daily UCSF Tempur-Predict. It's Tempur-Predict. What a word! Survey, and that survey. I'll do it live here. So University of California, San Francisco is linked up with this ring. And every day I go through this survey and it says, have you experienced any of the following symptoms since you last did the survey? And it's fever, chills, fatigue, general aches and pains, dry cough, sore throat, cough, mucus, cough with blood, shortness of breath, blah, 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 blah. Real quickly, no, I haven't had any of these symptoms. Next page. Have you received any test results for COVID-19 since you last did the study? No, I haven't been tested for COVID. And if you've taken your temperature in the last day, what was the highest reading? The Aura ring is really great. It takes my temperature constantly. And I really like that feature because I have to report my temperature every time I go into the hospital for a meeting. And I'll show you guys what this looks like because I think it's rather interesting. So as you can see here, it tracks your temperature. It puts it on a grid for you, and it gives you a baseline. So I've had no temperature spikes. Plus or minus 0.0 is 98.6, and any deviation from that drop or raise, it shows you daily. It gives you trends, which I think is super useful. Beyond that, I find that some of the information that I'm getting from this is causing a little anxiety. And I think I've talked to you guys about this before because I like data, but there are certain things that I'm struggling with, like my sleep is garbage. And when I look at my sleep analysis, like last night, for example, my total sleep was 6 hours. I was very efficient in my sleep per the study. I had only, it took me 5 minutes to fall asleep. But I found that I didn't get a lot of deep sleep, and I don't know how to make that work better. And because there's certain types of like REM and light sleep and deep sleep and moments that you're awake during the night that add to or detract from your ability to recover. And in my life right now, all I'm trying to do is optimize my mind, my body, my spirit, my strength, my focus, my recall. All of that stuff helps me get an edge in life and business and participate or add value to relationships that I have. And if I'm not sleeping well, not recovering from athletics that I did during the day, during the night, it eventually catches up with you. So long answer. I love the Aura ring. I like to wear watches, so that's why I went with the Ring versus the Apple Watch. I love the battery life on this is like 7 days too, so I'm not always taking it off and recharging it. McDonald's is a solid bet. Okay. Chris Bird, the market makes no sense. If we get a solid, oh, we talked about that. Ryan, same life as an Arsenal fan. Arsenal's doing really well right now. Like I think you guys have in the last 8 games, all wins or ties. And I'm rooting for you to beat Chelsea in the FA Cup. Wouldn't that be nice? FA Cup trophy for Arsenal. You know, go get it. I was hoping that we were playing you in the FA Cup. It was really, really sad, actually. I won't get back into that. Ben Souza, I love my Aura ring. My sleep is the same. I wake up constantly and always moving. I don't know how to fix it, man. It's really it's just, I don't know. Been probably sleeping like that forever, but use Somnifix for sleep, deep sleep. All right. Look, I've never heard of Somnifix, so I don't know if that's over the counter or or what, but I'll check it out. I appreciate the recommendation. Coin collector saying melatonin from Costco and a night mask. Okay, wait, whoa. I don't want sleep to be an event, bro. I don't mind taking something, but let's see. Deep sea, I don't know what that is. Meditation is the key. I know Naval Ravikant talks about meditation, and the RZA from the Wu-Tang Clan also is a big meditation guy. So, and then Hugh Meyer just chimed in with Arteta is the real deal. Okay, I mean, he certainly did a number on Manchester United after we played the same strategy for like the 4th time against Chelsea. I mean, it just made no damn sense at all. No one's going to comment on the badass Dragon Ball Z t-shirt. Yeah, man. I wore this for you guys. Bitcoin. I wish I could throw a Bitcoin screen up. I don't hope I don't mess this up. I want to check the price right now. Oh my God, 94.11. Who called it? Who called it? You got to check out the 22nd. 22nd, we were going to rip. We don't day trade. We don't day trade crypto on this channel. What I did tell you was on the 22nd, something was going to happen. Man, look at it. 94.41. What a great day this is, guys. Enjoy it. I'm excited about Bitcoin. Like the channel, subscribe, and I hope you have a great day. Talk to you soon.